grandfather purchased the original homestead in 1928. I am the third generation, and I have two children interested in farming that'll be the fourth generation farmers on our farm. We're only 7 years away from a century farm. Well, my grandfather grew his first sugar beets in 1949. My dad grew beets, and I'm there, and we're at 72 years of growing sugar beets. So when I took over the farm in 1986, I just continued the beets, and they're a good rotation for our farm. Sugar beets start about mid-April planting, depending on the weather. If I don't have adequate moisture, I'll wait till the water is being delivered in the irrigation canals so that I can plant the beets and water them. You have to be careful because they're very susceptible to frost as a small cotyledon. So you take your chance. Usually we're frost-free by the middle of May. You're taking your chance up to that point to have germinated beets. We're lucky on irrigated soils down here that we can take care of the moisture. To make the best sugar, you need hot days and cool nights for sugar beets. That's kind of the best recipe, and adequate moisture. Usually the main harvest opens up in the first week of October, and that's when guys go to town. We have specialized equipment for harvesting sugar beets. We have one machine, it's called a defoliator. And so what you first have to do is remove the leaves from the beets. The defoliator has shredding flails that just pulverizes the leaves. And at the back we have scalpers. So it'll just take about a 1/4 inch off the crown of the beet, just so you have no green material, because that'll also help spoil on the pile. And then we come along with a beet harvester, a loader, and they just go along over either side of the beet, and they flip it up into the machine, and it has grab rolls which clean the dirt off, and then we load it into the trucks. When my grandfather started, they were dug by hand and hand-topped and thrown on the wagon by hand. I would not be a farmer if I had to do that today. Well, sugar beets are grown across the world in just about every country. I worked at the Aggie Days in Calgary a few times, and people in Calgary didn't even know that we grew sugar beets for sugar in Alberta, and that's only 120 miles away. We are in Alberta the only Canadian grown and processed sugar beets in Canada. All the rest is cane sugar that's imported into Canada. So we're quite proud of that fact, and we like to tell everybody about it. So, well, my wife makes a mean rhubarb strawberry crumble and uses sugar in there. You look at me, I'm a donut guy, so I pick up donuts at the Coaldale Bakery for the sugar beet meetings once a month. So there I go.